Let me ask you something personal, friend to friend. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, looked at your belly, and thought, how did this happen? Maybe you've whispered to yourself, this isn't the body I used to know. You try to suck it in, you tug at your shirt, maybe even laugh it off. But deep down, it doesn't feel like a joke. It feels like defeat. That I want to tell you something that might surprise you. It's not your fault. The truth is, after 70, your body changes in ways no one really prepares you for. Your metabolism slows down, your muscle mass decreases, your hormones shift, and that stubborn belly fat, it becomes more than just a nuisance. It affects your confidence, your energy, and yes, even your health. But here's the part no one tells you loud enough. It's not too late. You can lose belly fat after 70. Safely, effectively, without crash diets, impossible workouts, or feeling miserable every day. You just need to understand what's really going on inside your body and how to work with it, not against it. So let's have a real conversation. No gimmicks, no shame, just honest, caring advice from one person who cares to another who deserves to feel good again. Let's start with the truth. Why belly fat becomes so stubborn as we get older. You see, the body you're living in today has been through a lot. It's been strong. It's held you up through hard times. It's gotten you here. But over time, things shift, especially once we reach our 60s and 70s point. One of the biggest changes? Your metabolism. Metabolism is how your body burns calories and processes energy. When you were younger, your metabolism was like a roaring fire. You could eat a big meal, go for a walk, and your body would burn right through it. But after 70, that fire slows down. Not because you did anything wrong, but because that's how our biology works. Muscle mass starts to shrink. It's called sarcopenia. And muscle is a big part of what keeps your metabolism humming. Less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest. So even if you're eating the same as before, your body's burning less. And that extra energy, it often gets stored right around the middle, the belly. And here's something else. Hormones. In women, estrogen levels drop after menopause, and that shift encourages more fat to settle around the abdomen. In men, testosterone declines too, which can also lead to fat gain and muscle loss. Then there's stress and cortisol. You know that feeling of always being on, even when life has supposedly slowed down? Worrying about health, finances, loneliness? Chronic stress releases a hormone called cortisol, and high cortisol is linked directly to belly fat storage. That stress belly isn't a myth. It's a real thing, especially after 70 when the body isn't as resilient as it once was. And let's not forget, activity levels naturally drop. Maybe your knees hurt, or walking long distances is tiring, or balance has become an issue. That's normal. But it also means fewer calories burned and more fat that sneaks in. Now, I want you to hear this part clearly. Belly fat after 70 is not just about looks, it's about health. That extra fat around your middle is called visceral fat. Unlike the fat on your arms or thighs, visceral fat wraps around your internal organs, your liver, pancreas, and intestines. And it's dangerous. It's been linked to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, certain types of cancer, and even Alzheimer's disease. So yes, it's about how your clothes fit. But it's also about protecting your heart, your brain, and your ability to live independently as long as possible. Now that we understand why belly fat shows up, let's talk about what actually works to lose it. Not what works for 30-year-olds in the gym. What works for you, right now, at 70, 75, 80, and beyond. First, throw out the idea that dieting is the answer. You've probably tried a few in your life. Maybe you remember cutting calories in your 40s and watching the weight melt off. But now, you eat a salad and somehow gain 2 pounds. That's because when you severely restrict calories, especially in your 70s, your body thinks it's starving. And when your body thinks it's starving, it does something very unhelpful. It holds on to fat. And the weight you do lose, often it's muscle, not fat, which slows down your metabolism even more. So we don't want to starve the body. We want to nourish it in a way that supports fat loss and muscle strength. That means choosing the right foods, not just fewer foods. Here's what actually helps. Protein, protein, protein. Your body needs protein more than ever. It helps you build and maintain muscle, which keeps your metabolism active. Aim for protein at every meal. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, chicken, fish, or even a protein shake if your appetite is low. Whole foods over processed foods. That means more fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and fewer sugary snacks, white bread, sodas, or frozen dinners. Whole foods nourish your body, regulate blood sugar, and reduce inflammation, which helps with fat loss. Watch the sugar, especially added sugar. Excess sugar gets stored as belly fat, plain and simple. Check labels, and try to keep added sugar under 25 grams per day. Natural sugars in fruit are fine. They come with fiber and nutrients. Drink water. Even when you're not thirsty, hydration helps your digestion, keeps your metabolism steady, and can even reduce hunger. Aim for at least 6 to 8 cups a day. Now let's talk about something many people overlook, but it's a game changer in your 70s and beyond. Movement. That I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, that I'm talking about gentle, consistent movement that fits your body right now. Walking, even just 10 to 15 minutes a day, has been shown to reduce belly fat, especially when it's done regularly. And if walking's tough on your joints, chair exercises, water aerobics, or using resistance bands can do wonders. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself. It's to wake your muscles up, to send a message to your body. We're still using this. Don't shut it down. And let me tell you, strength training, even just 2 times a week, can rebuild muscle, speed up metabolism, and help you burn more fat even while you rest. You don't need a gym. You can use cans of soup or simple hand weights at home. Even bodyweight exercises like wall push-ups or standing leg lifts can make a difference. Now, I want to mention one more crucial piece of the puzzle. Sleep. Yes, sleep. When you don't sleep well, and I know many older adults struggle with this, your hunger hormones get thrown out of balance. You crave more sugar and carbs. Your body holds on to fat. And you feel too tired to move. So if your sleep is restless, talk to your doctor. Look at your bedtime routine. Avoid screens late at night, cut back on caffeine, and create a quiet, cozy environment. Your belly fat is listening to your sleep, even if you didn't know it. Let's take a deep breath together here. I know this is a lot to take in, but I want you to remember something. You are not powerless. Yes, your body is different now, but it's still your body, and it's still listening to you. Every small choice you make, every nourishing meal, every 5-minute walk, every glass of water, it adds up. Belly fat doesn't disappear overnight, but it can go away, safely, gradually, permanently. And you don't have to do it alone. You've already taken the first step just by being here, by being curious, by wanting something better for yourself. And that makes you stronger than most. In the next part of our conversation, we're going to look at the best daily routine you can start following step by step to support fat loss and feel better in your body. We'll keep it simple, doable, and flexible for your life.